Welcome back, Ranger fans. Season 2 of the Ranger Roundup. Let's go. What is going on, everybody? I'm RD back for Season 2 of the Texas Rangers Roundup podcast. Now, it's a couple days off. Didn't want to hit it early. We're back, baby. Right? Preseason ball's a smack dab in the middle of it. They're 3 games into it now. I've been posting game times, starting lineups, starting pitching, things like that on Twitter. You should be following me over there. I think I wish I knew my handle. I almost just said, I wish I knew. It was like Ranger Roundup Pod, TX Ranger Roundup Pod on Twitter. Check me out. But, I'm not worth a follow, to be honest with you. I'm a part-time, spare broadcaster, podcaster, whatever you want to call it. But tonight, we're back. The 2024 season, the preseason's underway. We're 3 games in. We are going to talk about those games along with some upcoming games. And then opening day, we're going to mix in a couple of, betting odds and things like that. Now, I'm just as nervous as everybody else. It's a new season. Defending champs, but there's always something. There's always something. So let's just talk about the last couple games first. First off, they hosted the Royals. Rangers ended winning 5-4. Pretty nice, actually. The Royals put up 4 runs on 6 hits and 2 errors. Rangers 5 runs, 4 hits and 2 errors. Kelly got the dub. Barnett got the loss. Kent got the save. Not bad. I mean, I'm sitting there listening to the game because it just work is eating me alive right now, so I'm not able to watch anything. So, which is nice. It's nice to listen to it. All I can think about is when you're listening to a ball game, it's always gorgeous outside, right? Like it's always 85 with a light breeze, sunny. And I'm just like, I don't want to work. I want to go watch ball. I want to watch baseball. All right. Game 2, Royals hosting Texas Rangers. Royals get the dub. Rangers put up 4 runs on 11 hits and 13 errors, 3 errors. But I mean, you like the sticks, right? You got 11 hits, but you converted into 4 runs. Royals 5 runs on 10 hits, no errors. Altavia get the dub. Shreve get the loss. Sisk gets the save. Game 3 was an absolute. It was a pitching duel from any standpoint. Rangers hosted the Giants. 0-0 was the final. 3 hits for each team. No runs, no errors. Bing, bang, boom. There you go. There's the 3 games. So I hope you're listening. I hope you're watching. I've got it up on MLB.TV where I can listen to audio only or whatnot. I'm really hoping that Amazon fixes this issue because let's be honest, I'm tired. I don't want to pay for Bally's. I shouldn't have to pay to watch a local team play. Is anybody else with me? Are you with me here? I feel like this is a no-brainer, right? We do have at least about another month before game 1, like the home opener, but let's go ahead and talk about that. I am a little parched on that. I apologize. Now, we don't talk about home opener yet. So spring training's got a ton of games left in it. They're pretty much going to play every single day with a few exceptions. I think they're off March 13th, and then they keep going all the way. I mean, they got a doubleheader on the 16th. Gets the Diamondbacks and the Brewers. It's nonstop, right? All the way up until March 28th. Rangers are going to host the Cubs. Now, I wouldn't mind actually going to a little spring training, watching the Reds, Red Sox, see what they got going on, see if they're going to have anybody. I'm just saying, those are some fun teams to watch, right? All the way up until March 28th, the reigning World Series champions begin their 2024 campaign when they host the Chicago Cubs on opening day, Thursday, March 28th at 6:35 p.m. at Globe Life Field. This game will be aired exclusively on ESPN. Opening day is part of a season opening 3-game, 4-day series against Chicago at Globe Life Field. Now, I can't think how far back that the last time that the Rangers had a night game on opening day, their home opener. Everything is always between about noon, 1, possibly to 2 or 3, but never at 6. Like, this is crazy. I mean, I don't know if this is because they're World Series champions. Maybe I'm that naive, or I don't understand. But I'm looking forward to it. I'm not going this year. I'm not going to go to the home opener just because I don't think I can keep it together that long. Let's be honest. I don't think a lot of fans, and that tailgate, that parking lot party, it's going to keep going, but there's going to be a lot of just people bowing out. They're going to be passed out way before the 6:30 pitch, 6:35 to be exact. But I'll be at home, relaxing, have it on ESPN, because let's be honest. I mean, if this is going to be on ESPN, I'm in. I don't have to fire up the VPN to let them know I'm in like Columbus, Ohio, so they'll let me watch the game on MLB.TV. But there you go. Get a little action. You watch the Rangers play. But like I said, I'm just going to avoid it. I usually go. I do enjoy going to opening day. I have a lot of fond memories, a lot of hazy memories, a lot of shameful memories when I wake up the next day. I'm like, oh my God, what did I do? And say all that stuff. But we do have a lot of fun when we go to opening day, whether with the friends, with the family, things like that. But yeah, no, it just, when I think of opening day now and what I saw last year, I think of the Waste Management Open, out in Phoenix from this year, and it'll never be the same. They're going to shut that S down. They're not like, you know what I'm saying? Like this year, I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know how wild it's going to be, but if it's out of control, it's going to be, they're going to cap it this year. Anyways, I hope everybody has a fun, safe time. I will definitely be, obviously do another show before then, talk about the preseason. I think the notable injuries right now is Josh Young being, he strained his calf, or there's a calf injury. He's going to be out about 3 weeks. So he should be ready to go by opening day. And we'll take a look at any of the injuries that come along the way. I'm going to keep the show weekly until we get in the full season, or until we get a regular season. And then I am going to move into looking at each matchup. I was doing it once a week last year. Great results, had fun, but it was a little too much information. I like to keep this show quick, clean, and just moving it, just keep her moving, And I think if we look at each individual matchup, the next series, and we recap the previous series, I think we're going to keep it clean, right? Moving right along. Now, I pulled up Bovada because I didn't want to go with, I didn't want to go digging around at Caesars or MGM or anything like that, but I'm just going to give you some odds. We're going to talk about the futures of the MLB. I have the World Series winner. I feel like that's weird starting there. Listen, the Rangers have made the roster itself is still pretty much intact. There's no reason they can't get on a run. I'm not saying they're going to win the West. Can they? Yes. Will they? I don't know. Will they get in as a wild card? I believe yes. If I'm betting money and I'm going to put a couple bucks on it, I feel like they will absolutely get in as a wild card. They'll make the playoffs. Anyways, let's take a look real quick in the American League West winner. Of course, the Astros are even money. Rangers plus 200, Mariners plus 240, Angels plus 5,000, and Oakland Athletics, soon to be Las Vegas Athletics, plus 20,000. I think, after watching last year, the Angels are quite a long shot. The Athletics have no chance, but those Mariners, they made the West fun. They really did. And they were a fun team to watch. I don't like the Stros. I just don't like them. Maybe because I'm in Texas. Maybe I'm up here in Dallas. I don't know. I don't like the Astros. But I can tolerate Seattle, and I like watching Seattle. I like watching the Angels as well. And then the crazy shenanigans they got going up over there in Oakland, with the reverse boycotts and whatnot. But they're already heading to Vegas. I think they got the area. Everything passed. And they got the area already kind of filled out. So they just need to build the stadium, right? So, but there you go. They're the second favorites in the West. Should they be the favorites? I mean, they just won the World Series. They just beat the team that is even in the eyes of Bovada. But, what are you going to do, right? The Astros are always going to be the favorite in the division for some stupid reason. F the Astros. Anyways, when we scroll over to the MLB 2024 American League winner, you got the Yanks in the front, plus 420, Stros plus 450, Orioles plus 500, Rangers plus 500, Mariners plus 900, Jays plus 900, Twins plus 950, and then, everybody else is 1,300, 1,500. It just goes on and on. What I like to see here, I think that, can the Yanks, are the Yankees a better team than the Rangers? I mean, I don't see half the team, even the big studs, they go down, they get hurt, they're out for. Judge was out for I don't know how many weeks last year. It's like, are they really the favorites? Did the Yankees even win the East last year? I'm asking as a friend because I don't know. I didn't even look it up. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna look it up because why wouldn't I? The Orioles won the East. The Rays were in second. The Jays in third. The Yankees finished fourth. That's what I'm saying. And of course, with the Stros being plus 450, it's Rangers are plus 500, Stros plus 450. Yeah, I can see it. I mean, at least the Orioles and the Rangers are even right now. It's plus 500. Will they win the American League? That's a tall. That's a tall ask for them to go back to back and be in the World Series. I think the Mariners are an absolute. They have a chance. The Jays have a chance. Twins are outside contenders. Can a team get hot and stay hot? Yeah, no, you've seen it before where they just go nuclear. I mean, hell, Tampa Bay Rays, they won how many games last year to start the season off? They were on a massive winning streak. I think it was 24 games, maybe even more. But yeah, no, once they got hot, I was like, I'm putting money on them every single day. I don't care if it's negative 200 or negative 250. They're going to win. So, but when you look at it, I don't think the Rangers are getting their due here. Obviously, the Yankees are always going to be favorites in the AL, but I mean, I don't know. I don't know if they'll have enough to get there, but I think the Rangers will be contenders, obviously, because they're defending world champions with minimal changes to the lineup, things like that. Orioles were a solid team. I expect the Orioles go deep last year. I kind of thought they were going to make it into the World Series, to be honest with you, because the Rangers started falling apart in the last end of the season. So let's go ahead and look at what everybody wants to know. The MLB 2024 World Series winner. Who do you think the favorite is? You guessed it. It's the Ohtani Dodgers, the Los Angeles Dodgers plus 325, Braves plus 500, Yankees plus 800, Stros plus 900, Orioles plus 1,100. Rangers finally getting there at plus 1,100. It's funny. They got the Orioles and the Rangers at the same odds again to win the American League and then win the World Series. When I say same, and obviously not plus 500, but they're even at the plus 1,100, the same there. Mariners plus 1,800 along with the Twins. Now the Phillies do sneak in there at plus 1,400. Jays plus 1,800. I mean, I think it's the Dodgers and the Braves. I think they rightfully so are the favorites to win. The Braves have an amazing team, great starting rotation, amazing offense, great defense. The Dodgers the same way. I mean, they had Ohtani, so they're like they should have got there last year, right? You're like looking around, like how are they not in there? But there you go. I mean, baseball's wild. Everybody's like, well, why does it take 162 games to figure out who's going to be in first? And it's like all that is out the window in playoff. Postseason baseball is phenomenal. It's greatness. It's amazing to watch. So great. But with the Rangers at plus 1,100, and I mean, can they win it again? Yeah, sure. Will they? I don't know. It seemed like they just caught lightning in a bottle. It felt like they got beaten down into a corner. Then all of a sudden the lightning struck. And Garcia just was that lightning bolt. Electrified the whole team. I wrote him off. I was like, I went quiet. This show did not broadcast, I think, in the playoffs last year. Because I'm a ball player, or I was, excuse me. I played baseball. And you just get into these crazy superstitious things that you don't want to talk about, look at it. If you don't mention it, you don't, I didn't want to jinx them. I was like, man, I had a great year. And it's like, it was the inaugural year of this podcast. and I was super excited about it all year. I don't know why. I was like, they got a chance. They got a chance. Go back and listen to the shows. Listen to my voice. You know what I mean? I'm like, we're there. It's right there, right there. And they pulled it off. But yeah, playoffs, I went quiet. Didn't want to say anything, didn't want to talk about anything. And I thought the Astros were gonna just do them in. Like it just they went quiet. The bats went quiet, the pitching got crazy. And but boy, that lightning rod, kaboom. I mean, Garcia would have been the World Series MVP if he didn't get hurt. But Seager did just as I mean, Seager was amazing. Last year was phenomenal. I hope everybody. I mean, obviously the tickets and the merch and everything this year is going to be astronomical. It's going to be tough to catch a game. I like to go to games in the middle of the summer, like on Wednesdays at like 1. I like to catch the afternoon games, to be honest with you, because there's less of a crowd. You know, I miss the Temple, to be honest. I think it's called like Choctaw Stadium or something now, but I miss the Temple. But then again, you can't get the talent to play in Arlington in July and August in that heat. I understand the point of the new stadium, Global Life Field. I understand, and what happened? It brought us a championship, right? The players came, brought us a championship. There's nothing else you can say about it. But I just miss outdoor baseball. It being indoors, it's just weird. But I love the field. It looks nice. When I get free tickets from the company or something like that, I love sitting in the little box and the comfy chairs and the suite or whatever. But if it's just me, then like I said, I catch it on a Wednesday afternoon. It's awesome. Less people, less of a crowd. You usually get really good seats, and they're pretty good seats. Not just cheap seats, good seats. I probably said that twice. It's been a long day. It's been a super long day. So 2024. Oh, let's make some noise. Let's go to some games. Let's support our guys. Watch the Rangers. Let's fly the flag. We went and took it last year. What are we gonna do this year? We'll see. But as always, let's go Rangers. Thanks for listening. Thank you so much. If you don't mind, rate the podcast. I know it's terrible. I'm not a great podcaster. Just a little passionate about baseball. I just like it. I don't, not totally analytical. Not gonna throw a bunch of stats at you. But hey, let's go Rangers. Y'all have a good night. Thank you for listening to the Rangers Roundup.